Who are you?
I'm Bree RostIc. You should know.
What would you say to the woman who's struggling? Hey, I'm married to an entrepreneur. He's always moving. He's always on the go. And I feel like I never get the opportunity to do the thing inside of me because I always have to support the thing inside of him.
Yeah. Wow. I really don't know what that's like, so I don't have much value to add. I think I know from experience how you can feel like you're drowning in the presence of your husband, how you can feel like everything about them is so incredible and so powerful, and they just know how to execute and how to move and how to do, and they're making money, and they are it. They are it. But two things. They cannot be the fullness of who they are without you being the fullness of who you are. And I say that because my husband has built and done so many things, but I've also come alongside him, and whatever he needed, I learned how to be. So graphic design, like the writing, I'm not that great with a camera, but however I can come alongside him, I have. I say that to say, I know you're like, that's literally what the problem. I'm doing everything that I can to serve him, and I'm not accomplishing anything. But it's a training ground for you. The things that I learned how to do in the safety of my husband's businesses, I wouldn't have learned anywhere else. Two, I would say you need to have a conversation and identify what you want, why you want it, and then have that conversation with him, because it's about family planning, right? So when I bring my hopes and desires to my husband, one, he's like, why haven't you already done that? Like, I thought we was beyond that. You need me to give you permission to do that? Not that I'm asking for permission, but I do pose it as a question. However, you go to them and have a conversation and say, these are the things that are on my heart. These are when I feel like I have to do them. This is what I feel like God is pushing me to do. And then you create capacity within your household to do them. What that means is doing stuff like right now, today it's my birthday, and we're creating content for my content, for my audience. And then some days we drive up to the range and create content for him, but we don't lose sight of the things that we want to do. And then we become each other's biggest celebrators, and we become each other's support system. And I know that not everybody has that, but I hope you do. I hope you can find the courage to speak up and say what you need time for, and then find ways to accomplish it, because a lot of times your husband just doesn't know, right? Your boo, your boyfriend, whatever it is, they don't know what's burning inside of you because God gave it to you, and it's a growing and a stretching experience for you to take it to them. And hopefully the person that you are with honors what God puts inside of you. They want you to flourish. They want you to succeed. They want you to build the thing that's keeping you up at night. Because if you don't, they know what that feels like. They know if your husband is a busy entrepreneur and he's moving and shaking, he knows what it feels like to be frustrated because you just can't seem to nail it. Man, I feel that so much, because as women we serve the entire world. You serve your children, if you have any, your nieces, your nephews, your aunts, your uncles, your mama, your husband, your grandma. Like, there's all of these people that are pulling for pieces of you. You forget that you're pulling for some of you too, that God is pulling for you to do the thing that he placed inside of you. So I would say bring that to the person and say, your husband, this is what I want to do. How can this fit in the family plan? We said that our family vision, and if you don't have one, this is a great place to start. For us, the RostIcs, our thing is lead, build, develop people. That means anything that we do is in alignment with leading, building, and developing people. Every business that we start is trying to lead people somewhere. When it was the clothing line, we were leading people to Christ. When it is the firearm business, we're leading people to protection and safety. We're developing people. We're teachers. That's what we do. And so when I have something that I want to do, I make sure that it aligns with lead, build, develop people. And if it does, and I bring it to my husband, this is what we need to execute. Is it realistic for us to do it now? You have to determine if they're now things or if they're future things. Yeah, future things. I want to quit my job and go speaking around the world, teaching, creating spaces for women to thrive, to flourish. I have 2 kids under 3 or 3 and under right now. I have a husband who's building a business. I have my own things that I need to take care of in my role at my job, with my family.
And a teenager that eats everything.
Yes, and a teenager who isn't dependent on me as the little kids are, but dependent on me for emotional support, growth, development. He's still meals, like he said. So that's what our household looks like, and I can't do that right now. That's future state. The current state is content creation. So I know that's a lot. The main things that I would tell you: 1, have a family vision. And for the single person that's watching this, have a family vision for yourself, which we would have never been able to do without our pastors, Dr. Jermone and Pastor Erica Glenn. They gave us the foundation to build a family vision. So you build a family vision, then you connect with your spouse about what aligns with the vision and a timeline, and then mark it out. This is what I want to be doing in the next 30 days, 90 days, in the next year, in the next 5 years, so you can start plotting out a vision for yourself. And then you and your husband can have a conversation around, hey, at 1 year we said that we were going to have this accomplished, so I'm going to need a little bit of time to build this out. I'm going to need some resources to build this out. And maybe you can't physically be the one to help me right now, but let's brainstorm on who can. Maybe you can't hold my camera because you're at the range and you are at work or you are at school, but help me brainstorm how we do this together. So you have to remember that you're a partner. You have to remember that he needs you to be the best you that you can be, and that if God told you to do it, you're responsible, and your husband is responsible for you.